All right, we're back now for setting up our project, and that's actually one of the more challenging parts to any painting is actually getting your stuff kind of set up and your paper and all those kinds of things. So again, I do have a board here to put my paper on. Again, if you have even just the back of a here, even just the back of a box will work, or cardboard. Um, Whatever you're going to be able to make something firm behind it. You could even tape it down on on your table. Obviously, that may if you have an art table like mine, it's probably not a big deal, but I wouldn't necessarily put it on my dining table. But those are some options. You'll have to figure that out. What's going to be the best? Maybe even your desk would work. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is put the paper somewhat, and again, you could get real exact about this. It doesn't have to be exact. You're just going to put that paper about in the middle of your board here, and then we're going to get our masking tape, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to just tape, show it here, and then talk you through it a little bit. So just get a strip. Just again, doesn't have to be exact. I usually though try to have half the paper covered and half right on the board. Again, the better straighter you can get this, the better. There's an adult that wants to help a little bit. That's always great, but you guys can handle this. Okay, so again, I see mine's not totally straight, but it'll be okay. If you're really particular about that, you can redo that. And then we'll go ahead and, so we're just going to tape down the four sides here. So you could go ahead and start doing that. And of course, I have a little fun with the tape here. And the tape is winning. Well, this is going to be fun here. All right. Let's get that. Go ahead and tape this down. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I know it's a little bit, I was using blue tape, which I guess was a little easier to see. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, so now we have our four sides all on. And now comes actually the hardest part of the project. What we're going to do is take and make the cross. And so the first thing we're going to do is measure out about 5 inches. This can be exact, or so I'll go ahead and grab a ruler. And we'll get about 5 inches here. All right. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and just cut that. And again, if this isn't exact, that's okay. But one thing I am going to have to do is make sure I have a straight edge. So I'm going to just do that here. Okay, so I've got one piece that is 5 inches, or about that. And then we're going to go, I'll put that about in the middle of my page. Again, this is art, not science, so if it's not exact, that's okay. We're going to put that down. Oh, I even got a little wrinkle in it. And again, that's just all part of the art here. But you do want to press that down on the paper pretty good so that it doesn't, so paint doesn't run underneath it. Again, not the worst thing, but it'll help a little bit. And then we're going to cut another piece that's 4 inches. And again, exact's great. If it's not quite exact, it'll be okay. So kind of measured out here. And the one thing I do want to try to do is get this pretty straight when I'm cutting, which will be a little bit of a challenge. May end up having to look at that a little bit. And again, if it's not quite straight, that's okay. The real cross probably wasn't perpendicular perfectly either. But we're going to go ahead and put this second piece down so we have a cross. Now I do see I am using masking tape, which is a little bit harder to see. Hopefully you can see that on there, but you have your cross kind of in the middle. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the tape again, and we're going to pull off about, let's do about 3 inches. Actually, let's just do 4 inches or so. And here's the hard part. We're going to cut it. And now we've got to split this into 2 parts, okay? This will be the hardest part. And whatever technique you use to do this, if you find a technique that's helpful, great. I'm just going to do it here. And I see it's already a bit of an issue. Yep. This is the hardest part of what we're doing. Try flipping that around a little bit. Trying to cut the tape about in half. Again, if it's a little bit off, that's okay, but I'm really having trouble with this tape, so you may find the same problem. Now, okay, just the size of this doesn't matter as much as, because we're just trying to make a few of these. I'm really having trouble, which I was using my painter's tape before, and that seemed to work a little bit better. But I wanted to see how the regular masking tape worked. All right, so I did get at least one piece here. It's okay, not great. I see there's a little glitch in it. But what we're going to do with that, once you kind of get it, is we're going to go ahead and run. We're going to take one piece and connect it to the cross. And then all we're doing is it's going to kind of be on an angle, however you want to do it. You're just going to run that to the edge. So you might actually only needed, like on that one, only a couple inches anyway, or 1 inch. I'm going to just rip that off. I have a little extra here. I'll keep that for later. So hopefully you're having more success than I am with this, but like I said, this is the hardest part of the project. So I'm going to try another technique here, maybe putting the tape down on the side of the table a little bit here, kind of hang it over the edge and see if that works a little bit. And try that technique. Now, got that. Yeah, boy, I really. This is not easy. Okay. Well, that technique didn't work much better than the first one, but again, if you discover a technique that works well, please share that. I will say that I had painter's tape, and that worked a little better than just this regular masking tape. But I wanted to see, knowing your supplies might not be painter's tape, I wanted to see how it would work. All right, I got another piece here. Again, it's not very good, but I'm going to go ahead and put that one down. And I'm just trying to create some of those. I'll show you from this other one here what we're trying to do. What we're trying to do is create these little lines on our paper with some masking tape, and it's a little bit of a blocker of the colors. So again, if we don't get this perfect, it still will work. Now the cool thing with this is you actually can just kind of create, this is where the art part of this really comes in. You can put these on any angle you want. You can run them off of the cross. You can run just tape the little corner spot here. So we're gonna have to get about 10 of these little pieces of paper or so. Ripping here and cutting. So I think what I'll do is actually stop the video, and it'll probably be best if you just kind of cut these out. Again, you're having more success than I am. But you're going to need about 10 pieces that look, something like this here. So I'll stop the video and let you kind of get that, and then we'll come back here in just a moment.